Hello everyone, I'm Liz Hickok and I am one of the full-time librarians here at SJCC, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to search the library databases for your health topics. Now first you might just be wondering, what's a database? That's not a word that we typically use in conversation, but when you're at a library, a database just means a collection of articles, and the library provides over 40 databases that are paid subscription databases. Now they're free to you because the college actually pays for them. And I'm going to show you how to access those to find quality information for your research. And it's so important because these are things that are not freely available on the internet. So there's no advertising, and these are credible sources that you can rely on when you're doing your research. So first, let me just show you how to get to the library's homepage where these resources live. When you're at the college web page, there are shortcuts in the top right-hand navigation bar. So you click on the option for a library, and that will bring you here to our home page. This is where we want to show you how to find what you are looking for. Now, this is what we call a federated search. It searches across multiple resources, but because our topic today is narrowed into the health databases, we don't need to be searching, the business databases and so on. So I'm going to show you today how to do a little bit more focused search. When you're on this page, we're going to select option 4 for digital articles and databases. Now this lands you on the A to Z page where you can see all of our databases, all of our 43 databases, in ABC order by title. So if you know the title of your database, and you will get to know some favorites, you can look it up using the A to Z menu. But you can also browse these databases if you're doing research by using the menus at the top. So click on the caret to get the menu to drop down, for example, and we are going to choose health and medicine for the top 10 best picks for searching health and medicine topics. So here we have them listed. They're giving you their favorite 5, even highlighted in yellow at the top of the page. And you can use any one of these, but several of them are provided by one of our biggest company providers, and that's called EBSCO. And so I'm going to show you the first one, which is Academic Search Complete. It's a great database to start with for more than just health topics. It covers all kinds of topics, general interest topics, contemporary issues, and it includes health topics as well. So let's click on Academic Search Complete. When you click on the hyperlink for the title, it will bring you to the search page. There are options that you can explore down here when you're getting more specific about what kinds of publications you might want to use. If your instructor tells you it must be peer-reviewed, you can check a box for that, and so on. Okay, we are going to start with a search. Let's say, for example, lung cancer. Okay, so you can see here it's trying to help us out. It's telling us, hey, I have articles on lung cancer treatment, lung cancer and smoking, lung cancer prevention. So I'm going to go ahead and click on lung cancer prevention. Now you could also narrow your topic by adding in a region, a country, or a time period, or an age group. Right? So you can start narrowing down even further by adding things. When you use and, it's going to only show you articles that mention this as well as this and this. So and narrows things down, right? It has to have this and this and this, right? If you use or, that's going to help you expand, right? So most of the time you're trying to narrow things down to get more specific. Okay, so and will help you narrow. Or is more. Or is going to give you lung cancer prevention or teenagers instead of lung cancer prevention and teenagers. All right, so first let's just start with lung cancer prevention. Okay, we're going to hit search and see that we have 273 results. That's probably too many to read, although it's not as bad as the millions, billions of results that you get online. You still aren't going to read 273 articles to see if it's the right article for you. So what can you do? Well, you can use the tools on the side to narrow down your search. You can see here, for example, that there is an article in here from 1989, and you probably don't want information that's so old. So let's just update that so that it says 2020, and we're going to hit enter to refine those results. You could also use other facets on the side here to get more narrow. You might want to narrow with geography or different subjects within this topic. If you're interested in some of these subtopics, that will help you narrow down. Okay, but right now we want to make sure that we have current information from this date range. We want to make sure we have full text. Full text is going to give us the entire article in this database. So let's take a look at our first result. Now that we have 73, we can start examining a few of them. And this one is looking at opportunities and challenges of kava in lung cancer prevention. You can see here that this page is actually still about the article. It's not the article itself, but it is telling you about the authors with hyperlinks to other things that they have written. It is also giving you an abstract so that you can make sure you understand what this article is about. It's giving you hyperlinks to other keywords and subject terms so that it will be easy for you to find other material on your topic. I also want to call your attention to the tools on the sidebar on the right here so that you know you can save this article, you can print it, export it, and you can get a permalink. The permalink is the link that you want to send your instructor. If your instructor asks for a link, you don't want to just grab the URL from the top of the page, because remember, these are paid resources. And so when you get to them from home, you're going to have to log in with your credentials, your SSO, your username and your password. And that will get you in, and that's because it's a paid resource and it's paid for you, and it validates based on your email account that you have an email account that has that stu.sjcc.edu, and that will get you into the databases. Otherwise it wouldn't know that you should have access. So if you do decide that this is the right article for you, you can grab the permalink and email it to yourself, save it in a document, text it to yourself. You can also use some of these other tools that I'm going to show you once you're inside the article. So let's take a look inside the article, inside the full text. We can see here that we have two options for accessing full text. One of them is the HTML. You will see that this looks a lot like a web page, but it does have hyperlinked table of contents on the side. It has options for listening to the article, and it does also still have all of these options for the tools on the side. We could choose instead to look at the PDF full text. The PDF full text will appear more like a scan of a physical journal publication. But you will still also have all of these options on the side for the tools. They'll just be a little bit smaller and squished over to the side. So you have to remember what the icon was, which is why I called your attention to them in the first place. So here is the citation tool. Everyone wants to know how to cite the article once they've decided this is a good article for my project. So again, you note this little notebook paper is the citation icon for this database and for all of the EBSCO databases. You will need to scroll to get to the APA citation format. For example, a lot of the science classes use APA, which is why I pointed out. The other thing that you can do within this database is email it to yourself using this little envelope icon. And I'm just going to show you that if I email it to myself here, I also need to remember to toggle this to APA 7th edition. So keep in mind that by default, EBSCO does default to the MLA. So you will always have to toggle to the 7th to make sure you get the correct format for your science papers. I click send, and then it's going to email me the entire contents of the article as well as the citation at the top of that email. So this is a great database for you to use. It's a great place to start, and it should have a little bit of information on almost every health topic. Now, if you want to go more in depth, or you're looking for even more, you're having trouble finding something that interests you or that's relevant for your paper, you can choose databases within this view as well. So you might decide that you want to click Nursing Academic Edition, Health Source Complete. You can click OK, and then search all of those in one search right here. So I hope that's helpful for your paper. I want to encourage all of you that there's so much more to know when you're doing research with library resources, and all the librarians are here to support you. And so we want to encourage you to come in on your own time. The library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and shortened hours on Friday, 9:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. And we'd be very happy to help you one-on-one to look for more material on your topics. So we're wishing you the very best for this term, and we'll hope to see you in the library soon. Okay, bye-bye.